This is my top 19 songs of 2019. Let's just jump in. I am so sorry BTS, but BTS is at number 19. In past years, they've been number 1 or in the top 5, but this year they've had good music, but just this is still, it made it in my top 19. Number 18. This song is always a classic and I can always chill with it. It's like a windows down, just cruising down the street kind of song. You and me relaxing, chilling. So this one is kind of a newer one. I haven't heard of this group before. I think they actually came out this year. It's really good to work out to. It's number 17 because if I worked out more then I would listen to them more, but they're at number 17. So ATEEZ came out with a new album just recently, and it was basically a lot of remixes, and I gotta say, adding in the classical sounds like the violins and stuff, the stringed instruments, that sounds so good, especially on Hala Hala. Stray Kids never fails to impress me. We have one of their first songs of the year from their first album. Actually, it's the title track. So there's a new group together now, as of this year. They are called Super M, and it basically is just a lot of names that we already know. If you've been kind of following the history of K-pop a little bit and just kind of recent trends, there are a lot of names that everyone pretty much knows. And so this is kind of like a power group in my opinion, because when we're jumping, it's popping. We drop it.
I'ma get down, dropping. I'ma get down, dropping. I'ma get down. Cause when we jumping and popping, we chopping. I don't even care, 여기 눈을 태운 stage. Left to the right, we gon' make it bang. Put your hands in the air, let me see you bounce. To the left, to the right,
So number 13 is another group that I've really enjoyed them, probably because they've been on my past years and they are just so obnoxious and I'm very obnoxious, so it works out. Well, this group is NCT 127. In past years I would have said NCT 127, but it's 127. So another artist that never fails to disappoint is Chen. All of his songs, it was really difficult for me to choose just one. The title of the song really paints the picture. He is just so musically talented and he puts so much effort into his songs, and he writes the songs too, which makes it even more incredible. 너 없이 긴 밤을 버틸 자신이 없어 나 참아 못 지워 남겨둔 걸까 너 하나만 next one, number 11, goes to a newer group, which is under the group of NCT. Wavy is basically a Chinese group, and their songs are in Chinese. It's really cool to have the Korean and the Chinese culture mixed together and see how they still work together, but you can also see the different components and how they differ. I took Korean class this year in 2019, the entire year, and I learned a lot. So a year ago, I wouldn't have been able to say the days of the week, but now I can. And my favorite day of the week is Friday, especially Friday night. Of course, I had to bring back Chen because I had to. This one, there's the key change in it is really what makes it. The rest of the song, amazing. But once the key change hits, that's when I start my ascent. This one was released just last month, at the beginning of last month. I listened to them, but not religiously. They are just phenomenal, and I think that they are overlooked a lot of the time. While I don't listen to them all the time, whenever I do, I'm just like, yeah, that was good.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The title of the song is something I haven't experienced. It's different than the rest of the songs. It really hits home. I don't know all the lyrics, the melodies and the chord progressions, just it really does something to me.
정말 보고 싶은 너를 위해 한 잔, 정말 사랑했던 우리 위해 한 잔, 한 잔 두 잔 기울이면 너의 기억 모두 끊어질까 봐.
This next one is a jam of the summer. A summer jam. I used to sing all the time with Ali. Then after she went to Korea, I was like, well, I'm just stuck here by myself. She's over in K-Town and I'm over here. I kept listening to the song. One day I texted my sister and I was like, hey, remember when we used to sing the song all the time?
Keep it alive. K-Town, bust it down. K-Town, bust it down. K-Town, bust it down. K-Town, bust it down. Pulling up a K-Town, yeah, I'm feeling like the president.
Number 5 also goes to Wavy. It's one of those songs where you just sit in the car and you look out the window and just turn it all the way up in your headphones. Completely ignore everyone and everything.
I can hear you calling from where you are, loving the way you wanna talk. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Call me when it's after dark. Something the way you wanna talk. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Touch me, tease me, fill me up.
Number 4 is something that I quote all the time, whether in English or in Korean. Most of the time, no one understands what I'm referencing. I just always want to know what everyone's up to.
Falling, 이런 내게 call me. 너는 지금 뭐해? 시간은 가는데. Baby, I'm falling. 다시 내게 call me. 너는 지금 어디에?
It surprise me if anyone that I knew listened to it, because like everyone knows them, listens to them sometimes, but it's not really like upfront, like with BTS, EXO, NCT, groups like that. This group, their whole album is really good. They debuted this year and I am just a big fan of them. I've been kind of keeping it quiet because not a lot of people even know who they are, but this song is just amazing. I listened to it on the plane when I was on my way home. I listened to it the entire time during takeoff. It was exactly what I wanted. So at this point, you're probably thinking, where is Day 6? Could there only be one Day 6 song on this playlist? And my answer is, I don't know. Stay tuned. Day 6 is my all-time favorite band. They are just so talented. I met them in 2018. I am still a fan. They've come out with 2 albums this year. They have gone on tour. A couple of them are very active on social media, especially Twitter and Instagram. And it's just really cool to see engagement with their fans. And it kind of makes it feel like a family. Throughout everything, I just love this song because everything is really summed up in the title. It's a sweet chaos. So number 1 came out January. This song was the top bop of the summer and of the fall. I remember just accidentally finding them when I was watching an ad on YouTube. Their music video came up as the ad and I watched the entire thing. And I would love to see them in concert one day. Maybe that would happen in the 2020s.